Hello, ESC community. I am Ebreus, and we will be going through Avgi First Contact today. So let's get to it. But first, the build I am going to be using, the Anomalocharus, heavily modified from its start, but I tried not to specifically tailor this thing for dealing with the aberrant, simulating a whatever it is, blind run, even though I've done this once before. Without further ado, let's get on with it. And jumping into their works. And the disclaimer that we are now trapped in Avgi space. Let's see, this system looks nice. So, ooh, a satellite, and this is planet. Let's see if there's people here. And there is. Hooray. And our Avgi contact, telling us Twilight is dangerous, asking if we have hyperdrive, which normally no, I don't. But this time I do. And time to go into the south. So far, nothing to tell me this deserves greater, well, importance than any other mission that pops up a dialogue. And we do have our one and only escort. We probably shouldn't come on there. Nobody wants to hear that. That's not... I know from last time that, yeah, I don't want to be landing anywhere that's actually inhabited, because it'll just spawn a big fuck-off fleet of aberrant. And of course that wasn't mentioned anywhere, just go south. Yeah, this is actually a really nice background haze. I like it. What I don't like is how little thrust I gave this build. Honestly, I should have done better. Probably should have turned my cargo into outfit space, but, well, all of the good aberrant stuff drops when you kill them and can't otherwise be looted. And Archie Station. Yay. I know from a previous attempt to make this video I can't actually kill these guys. They'll just about always escape, but might as well shoot at this thing. Show you guys for this one. And once it takes enough damage, eventually one of these asteroids will break my shot, and it being disabled will stop, and yep, there it goes. I would have gone in the other direction, but again, I know from relatively recent experience, no, that way is actually dead end. Don't need to fight you, so going this way. And there's these guys. Oh, and one of the damn thieves. I think that's a cool weapon, but god, do I ever hate it being used on me. Yeah, I definitely need more thrust. Or to swap my guns for inhibitors. But I don't need help with anybody's fighting, I just need to get through the labyrinth. There's probably going to be a comment somewhere that, oh, this doesn't technically qualify as a labyrinth. Die. Ah! Managed to make one of them die. Got it. Oh! Damn! We're back here at the station with our escort and these guys. Okay, trying to get back down there, and away we go. If I die again, I'm probably just going to see if I can kill those three right here. But for now, let's, well, make haste to the south and see if this run will be successful. Towards the stars. Am I just bad at pathing, or are a lot of the Avgi systems really not great for scooping compared to, say, the Ember Waste? Or is the Ember Waste just really good? Definitely going to have to give this thing better thrust at some point. Well, if I can actually get there, and the 8 torches are amazing. Just a matter of getting there. And turn, and down we go. Archie again. Yay. And our escort has caught up. Nice. And turn, and tilt, and jump. That probably sounds weird. Or maybe not. Hearing your own voice is always weird on recordings. Maybe if I don't accidentally blow up my own escort this time, I'll actually be able to get to the end. And stopping over the star. Keep forgetting I can do first forward while I'm recording. Another fuel thief. Or was I just jumping? Oh. Well, I suppose I should have known better than to actually use all of my fuel for transit. At least in a place like this. Woo! We actually made it to Ballad. And there's actually stars worth scooping. Let's see. here, right next to the stars, and get some fuel. Yeah. I'm definitely never going to be a professional YouTuber. I'm not talkative enough. And we're in the last system. Just need to wait for our escort to catch up, and I'll be able... Woo! And we can land. And I'll call that the end of this episode as well. Just as soon as we actually touch down. And there we go. And we have just met to the Avgi government. Let's see. Screw it, let's go for the funny answer. They're actually going for it. Nice. Oh, let's go through the questions and see, well, what happens. Okay, deflecting, fair enough. Let's see, alien directly across from you, white gray in color, begin speaking. Invitation. I apologize for the inconvenience of traveling so far from your ship to meet us, but I was advised against being present for your arrival for fear of any unexpected hostilities, as small as such chances were estimated. My name, for lack of direct translation, is Asami. Probably butchering that, but oh well. And with me are the speakers Paranos and Galano. Together we represent the Avgi consonants as the first speakers of the Assembly of Polities. Paranos, grass green in color, and Galano, frail looking milky white. Avgi, both wave at you with their forelimbs in a somewhat surreal imitation of a human gesture. Let's see, let's ask about them. She twitches her wings slightly in what might be laughter or amusement. Would take a very long time to do in any detail, but I will make an attempt. Reverting back to her own language, she consults the other two Avgi for a minute before turning back to you. Pride, accomplishment. We are the Avgi, our 6 systems with 7 worlds and hundreds of orbitals, each the size of a city. Together, 1,000 polities united towards the betterment of civilization and progress. Cut off by Galano, interrupting remembrance. But for all that, before the hyperdrive, we still crossed the void between stars. I was a child when the last true starship launched, but I remember. Long before we learned to suppress light, we settled worlds beyond our home star system at great cost and effort. We first touched space 6 centuries ago and also cut off, this time by Parsenos. Rebuke. You should start from the beginning. Long before we left Avaskar, our ancestors made their homes among the springs in the valleys of the Fell Mountains, and spread across our planet for millennia. From fire to spears to the atom, our skill in turning the natural world to our will grew. and with it our ability to form civilization, groups of Avgi bound together by more than close kinship or geography, instead by ideology and heritage and religion. And with that came conflict, each polity striving with others to also come off. Now both Asmi and Galeno make noises of dissent, and Galeno, sounding rather hurried, interrupts. Urgency. Perhaps we are not as united as you, the humans. And it is true, we have fought many wars among ourselves. Emphasis. But that time is long since past. We saw reason, and so the consonance was created, governed by an assembly of polities to represent every division of the Avgi, small and large, from the nation states to the ideopoli, and a consensus government of our species to resolve disputes, to prevent another great war. And while there have still been wars fought and fought by foolish and short-sighted, there has not been another nuclear initiation on Avaskar's surface in more than a century. The assembly, for all its faults, works. Asmi adds, truth. And we are what the Avgi need. Now, all of that could be lost to the incursion. The aberrant spawned. We need what humanity has, a united republic to lead our people. And let's see, who are the aberrant? Galeno explains. Sorrow. The aberrant, as we call them, remain enigmatic despite all they have taken from us. From where they came, we are not completely certain. They came 2 decades ago from the east, beyond the reach of our knowledge. From perilous region of space we have found difficult to probe. The scouts and explorers on the fringes of known space went dark first, and then the outposts fell one by one. Asami continues, regret. By the time the consonants finally took note, the aberrant swept away the ship's Avaskar's polities were able to gather to oppose them. An entire generation of Twilight Guard wiped away in a single battle, their technology far beyond our own, and at the time it was impossible to oppose them. And the few aberrations we were able to destroy baffled us. No crew, just a single organic entity inside, and systems operating on principles unknown to us. It can be said that we learned how to make shields from humanity, but we first learned what shields could do from the aberrant. Arsinosis, anger, and thus we find ourselves here. When the hopelessness of the military situation became evident, every ship with a hyperdrive was ordered to take passengers and make its way into the Tangled Shroud. This confusing web of broken starways and shattered space that we now must call home. We abandoned our planets to the mercy of the aberrant with little more than surface defenses, scavenging the orbital infrastructure that had been painstakingly built over the centuries. He's interrupted by Asami, who seems annoyed. Clarification. We were not heartless. The decision to evacuate was only made once it became evident that the aberrant had little interest in orbital bombardment, and that our surface batteries could drive off the ones that did. And we took tens of millions of civilians with us in cryosleep to be revived as resources allow. Resolve. We will return. We have suffered a defeat, yes, but we will reclaim our systems in the end, says Galeno with finality. The others do not dispute this. And let's see what happens now. Let's see. Of course, we will introduce your fellow humans to you, but Asami continues. Apprehension. Humans that came here before you, I must confess, are still here for a reason. Perhaps they can give more details, but they have told us when they first entered our space, they immediately attempted to leave. For whatever reason, they weren't able to. I do not know the means by which you were able to travel to our space, but perhaps you will be able to return and take these stranded humans with you. Or you may find yourself trapped here, just as they are. In any case, we will, of course, make you as comfortable as we can as an honored guest and treat you as we would a foreign dignitary. I suppose I can tell them about the jump drive. Regret, then the situation is most unfortunate. Commitment, we will offer you what we can, but I did not wish to lie to you about their predicament or provide you with false hope. Reservation. Perhaps Captain Zed will find a solution. I would not dismiss that possibility too quickly. I want their technology. Let's see. Interesting. I would expect human technology to be superior to our own in most aspects, but we will, of course, allow you to purchase our items with the agreement of the Assembly. In the event that it becomes possible to open trade relations with your human government, we will find it useful to have prior transactions. Excuse me. Amusement. Not to mention the goodwill such a gesture could buy us. And let's see, reservation, material resources are quite limited, for effort and all. Only support requisitions, do not strain the needs of the guard. And of course they agree. And job board. And mostly cargo hauling. I do really like the strange and beautiful equipment of the Avgi. I seriously thought the scanner here. Oh, it does have tactical scanning. Not sure why it wasn't working, but oh well. The Avgi torch. My favorite thruster. And I just realized I'm going to need to go grind some more money before I'm actually able to buy it. Highly unfortunate. I suppose I'll call this episode here because, well, it's actually late for me currently. I'll be stopping for the night and, well, I'll pick this all up tomorrow. Good night. See you on episode 4.